Detroit. I never brought in the new year. I got 500 text messages from my supporters. Don't worry, I'm remaining calm. Don't worry about that. This is level 1. I got a whole lot more I can put out on that bitch. I got a whole lot more I could put out on that Hollywood bitch. I'm not going there. This is level 1. If it ends here, it ends here. If it doesn't, we go to level 2. You giving black people's money to white people to make a documentary about white supremacy. You mean to tell me with all the brothers who do film? You mean to tell me with all the sisters who do film? You mean to tell me with all the black people with film production companies, you can't find a black company to produce your documentaries, bruh? You giving our money to crackers and you claim to be against white supremacy? You's a fraud. You just want to be famous by any means necessary. I feel you. You just want to be famous by any means necessary. I feel you. And let me say this, brothers and sisters. Let me say this. Even though I don't mess with the dude, for the sake of saving face for the community, whenever I'm asked about Hidden Colors, I direct people to him. If somebody says, listen, I want to show 1804, I tell them, I'm not in it. He produces that. This is his email. Dude, I never stop you from making money, family. Because I don't know how you feed your children. You understand me? Black men need to be able to feed their children. You a hustler, you a pimp, but I'm not trying to hurt your pockets because I don't know everything going on. Just like you don't know everything going on with me. Ask anybody who ever came to me. I never say, I don't know how to reach him. You got to find somebody. I never do that. I never say, I don't mess with that guy. You got to contact. No. I pull up your email and I give it to him. And you know this because they reached out to you. You know this. So even though you a hater, I've still been able to maintain a degree of professionalism through this whole situation. So let me get the people, but you can't find no black people to do that documentary. You got to go to white folks? Are you kidding me? You're creating a whole encyclopedia of white supremacy information, and you're using white folks to put it all together. And you don't see a problem with that? But let me go back a minute, because I said a minute ago that Tariq Nasheed, whenever you hear him talk about white supremacy, you listening to Umar Johnson. You interviewed me for 3 Hidden Colors. 1, 2, 3. Said I wasn't doing no more after that. You interviewed me for 3 hours or more every time. Excuse me. Number 1, you didn't. Number 1 was quick. I'm going to talk about that. In fact, let's deal with number 1. First time I met Tariq Nasheed. Let me give y'all the history. I'm the hottest thing in the conscious community right now. Rookie of the year. I'm killing it. He heard about it. I get a phone call from his assistant, Brother Ola. Shout out to Brother Ola. You ain't got nothing to do with this. Brother Ola said, Dr. Umar, I'm Brother Ola. I'm working with a brother named Tariq Nasheed. He's putting together a documentary, The Hidden History of the Moors, or something like that. It was about Moorish history. And I said, well, I'm not a Moor. I'm a Pan-African nationalist. I don't identify with that. He said, but it's okay because it's not just going to be about Moorish history. It's going to include other history as well. And then they start naming other people that was going to be in. I said, well, they not Moors. They come from an African paradigm, as do I. So I said, cool. So he said, Tariq Nasheed will be coming to Philadelphia to interview you. Cool. I never heard of the guy. Obviously, he heard of me because he wanted me in a documentary. I was Rookie of the Year in the conscious community. So Tariq Nasheed comes to my office in North Philadelphia. I met him. He was not very cordial at all. You remember this, Flex. You remember, don't you? Your bitch ass remember. He had a very distant attitude. It wasn't brotherly. It wasn't like, how you doing, brother? I'm glad to have you in the documentary. And I told this to people in my inner circle. I said, that brother's energy towards me was very negative. And I concluded the only reason why you wanted me in Hidden Colors is because with my rising success within black consciousness, I would be an asset to Hidden Colors as I was. So for whatever reason, you really wasn't feeling me, but you knew that you needed me to make that shit pop, because your attitude at my office in North Philly was shitty as hell. And so we sat down and Tariq is asking me questions, and I could tell by his facial expression, he not feeling me. And y'all remember the interview because my family tree was in back. My family tree with Frederick Douglass on it. I'm not related. My family tree with Frederick Douglass on it is in the back. And Tariq is asking me questions, and the response is he not liking them at all. He's not liking them at all. In fact, if you remember, you hoe. You ended the interview early. We didn't even do the whole time. I believe Ola said the interview would last 2 hours because the other ones were very long. Number one wasn't. Because you wasn't feeling me. I wasn't pushing that more shit. I was pushing that Garvey, and you didn't like it. And you told the brother, I'd never forget, you said, we'll be done in 5 minutes. You had a whole list of questions, but you wasn't getting from me what you thought you was going to get from me. So you told the brother who was doing the taping, we'll be done in 5 minutes. And you cut that shit abruptly. And I never forget, because after that, I was talking to one of my homies. And I said, yo, he ain't going to use that. I said, that brother had a nasty ass attitude, very arrogant, very condescending, no conversation, brothers and sisters. No, in fact, all three of the interviews, we ain't really had no conversation. Number two was better because you was in my elder store and you knew you had to conduct yourself accordingly. But Hidden Colors 1, Hidden Colors 2 interview, no type of camaraderie there with us. And I can understand because I'm a grassroots brother and you just a grassroots pimp. So naturally, we not going to see eye to eye. Okay? We about the same height, we about the same size, but we ain't about the same agenda. So let me go on about this. Tariq Nasheed interviews Dr. Umar Johnson for Hidden Colors 1. And if you look at Hidden Colors 1, you can see the quality that he used for my interview was not good. My interview on Hidden Colors 1, if you look at the footage, it isn't as good a quality as it is for everybody else. I still carried the damn documentary, but the quality was. So let's keep on going. I don't hear back from Tariq at all. I just chopped it up to the game. I do interviews all the time. I don't give a shit. One day, I get a phone call from my buddy LaRon out of New York City. Shout out to LaRon. LaRon calls me. I'm chilling in Philly. He said, yo, Doc. I said, what's up? I wasn't Doc yet. I didn't get my doctorate till 2012. Okay. I think Hidden Colors 1 was what, 11, I think? So LaRon hit me. He said, yo, I'm at the movies in New York watching you on the big screen. This is like several months after Tariq interviewed me. I said, what you talking about, bruh? He said, I'm at the movies, dude. You on here in this documentary and everybody clapping. Every time your parts come up, the audience is going crazy. They clapping for other people too. But when you come up, people going crazy. I said, dude, what are you talking about? I'm not in no movies. I said, you at a movie theater. What is you talking about, dog? He said, dude, you don't remember being interviewed? I said, I get interviewed all the time. What are you talking about? He said, it's a documentary called Hidden Colors. It's a documentary called Hidden Colors. I said, I wasn't in no documentary called Hidden Colors. Remember, when Ola contacted me, he didn't tell, it wasn't Hidden Colors. It was some Moorish thing. It was a Moorish thing. It still is, but it wasn't Hidden Colors. So Tariq decided to change the name, but I didn't get that message. And what makes it even more disrespectful and insulting, brothers and sisters, what makes it more disrespectful and insulting about this bitch ass nigga is he didn't even call me. Listen, I'm giving y'all facts tonight. I'm not lying to nobody. This message is for my supporters. Nobody else but Dr. Umar. Tariq Nasheed didn't even call your brother. He didn't even text your brother. He didn't even send your brother an email, an inbox and say, hey, brother, I decided to use you. I changed the name, Hidden Colors. It's going to be coming out in the movie so-and-so. You live in Philly. It's going to be playing in Philly this day. It's going to be playing in New York this day. You know how I found out I was in Hidden Colors? Do you know how I found out I was in Hidden Colors? Do you know how the man who made Hidden Colors was it is, how he found out? LaRon called me. If LaRon never called me, I would have never even knew that I was in the damn documentary. That's how disrespectful this Hollywood coon was. You couldn't even let me know that you had me in your documentary. You couldn't even say, bruh, you want some tickets? You want to bring your family out? I mean, come on, bruh. What was it about? It's like he already didn't like me when he met me. I never heard of Tariq, but he obviously heard of me because he wanted me in his documentary. And obviously he made up his mind